I hope this game revolutionized the cheats and allows me to spawn almost anything I want in the game. This increases the diversity, possibilities, and when I get bored with the storyline, go around, kill everything I possibly witness, cause massive destruction and mayhem, and still be actively involved in the game. One thing new that they're bringing into this game is that there's going to be 3 different people controlling, that one player is going to have to control, keep their eye on, and probably try to keep out of trouble. This is probably going to be keeping the player busy, maintaining like an Empire type feel that you could feel when playing Godfather 2 on a PlayStation 3 or Xbox. That type of feel is you're always busy trying to do something, and I feel like this game is trying to anticipate that, where you're always going to be watching and keeping out a watchful eye from above from your characters. The new type of gameplay though is you're going to be able to switch between those 3 people. Again, for missions, that's definitely going to make it more diverse and definitely more entertaining than just playing one person. However, that can be fatal to a game if it's not done correctly, and by the looks of it, I don't see that as a problem. The next thing I really want to talk about is, again, the multiplayer. We haven't seen that much about, but we all know the multiplayer in 4 is what people played, and that is what will keep them entertained. The storyline for 4 was atrocious. 4, no one really liked, no one really played for that long, and definitely lost interest pretty quickly. The cheats weren't there. There was really nothing to keep the player entertained. Now, here we're seeing the overview of the map, the skies, and people are just teleporting all over the place, which really keeps the viewer entertained. But again, we're looking at these different sceneries, and again, it's just beautiful how we can see from all over the place. We see different types of driving, and the driving is definitely going to see, it looks like an improvement. Grand Theft Auto 4, and it looks like you can go crazy again, drive nuts, like you could in Grand Theft Auto 4. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, where it's just nuts. The real life mechanics are not real life. I don't know how else to put it. They're just fun mechanics. If they go realistic like they did in 4, I feel like it's going to lose that aspect of fun. So I really hope they don't go to that realistic type of feel with turning and drifting. Unless it's like a race or something and it's a special made vehicle that occupies those types of physics. I really want to be able to go nuts. But also the layout of the weapons is no longer going to be up B or down B. The mechanics for the weapons are just going to be more or less a scroll wheel where you can point to a weapon on the right or left, up, down, side, angle, wherever as you can see in the video, which is probably going to make switching weapons during battles or gameplay much more easy, much more convenient than having to tap the R2 button or Xbox button, the trigger button, to switch weapons really quick depending on the layout. This is going to make that much more simple, but again, that means there may be a capacity to how many you can hold, where the cheats, you can hold 12, 15 weapons if you use the cheats properly in San Andreas, which hopefully you'll be able to go back. But something new that they didn't really show in the trailer is what I'm hoping they do is they get down to the nitty-gritty, and they really show me how I can use the currency in the game. In other games, cheats allows you to revolutionize currency. You can pretty much buy anything you want, and again, I really hope they keep that aspect, but have put limitations on it to the point where, like San Andreas, you can't beat the game unless you do use if you use too many cheats. The mechanics of the physics are just incredible, along with personality and decision making, which they're really trying to get the player to personalize the game as much as possible and make it feel like it's your environment and just not a typical storyline. So what that means for me, I feel like they're going to be introducing a lot of decision making and a lot of decision choices which are going to involve you and how you play your game separately with these 3 people. These 3 people can be good or bad. I feel like that is going to take away from the complications of the game though. But at the same time, it's very easily going to be able to keep you busy. As we're looking on the car driving aspect, as we just saw, it was definitely there. It was definitely really complicated. But what was really there was these cars are speeding all over the place, making turns that realistically aren't possible, and that is what we want. Awesome fun.